Most of the enterprise banks and insurance carriers that we speak to start with their incumbent vendor base when exploring agentic AI. What that means is that they turn to Microsoft Copilot Studio, they turn to AgentForce from Salesforce. They might even turn to agentic AI software from their robotics process automation providers like a UiPath, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism. And I think that's absolutely the right place for a lot of enterprises to start. You want your internal teams to work directly on the hyperscalers and with your vendors that you've already brought on board, and you want to test them. You want to see what they're good at, what they're not good at, what are their natural limits. But once you've gone through that motion, you have a much richer understanding of what these vendors are capable of doing, what they're good at, what their limits are, and you're able to, with that lens, evaluate native agentic AI platforms like a multimodal. And that's really critical. You have to view the learning that you do on the hyperscalers and the incumbent vendor base as a starting point. And then once you understand what that is, what the limits are, then you're able to do better RFPs with really good success criteria in mind when you work off of platforms like multimodal. And the sooner you go through that experimentation internally, the easier it will be for you to then evaluate vendors that are built natively with agentic AI in mind for very complex workflows like the ones that we do at multimodal, and you're able to evaluate them side by side. And so it becomes more of an apples to apples comparison. And then they are able to understand that the more complex use cases and workflows may require more specialized players. So something like underwriting or loan origination or claims processing, you may need to choose a platform that is built specifically for those workflows, given the level of complexity that's required. You can't prompt your way to success there. You need to inject specialized knowledge into those AI agents, and that's what a platform like multimodal does with our platform AgentFlow. So I definitely think that you should think through the journey of experimentation that's required, and it's okay that you kind of hit dead ends on occasion, but you'll also find great breakthroughs both with horizontal platforms like a Copilot Studio and then vertical specific platforms like AgentFlow for multimodal. And we want to be informative and we want to help educate and inspire that journey that you're on, and that's what we do through lunch and learns and workshops. But this is a common theme that we see with many of the buyers that we have today, and it's something that we're very, very supportive of. We want to help them experiment and go through the learning curve. So if you feel like you're in that journey yourself and would like us to give you at least some of our own take on how we've done it with other buyers, I'm happy to do so.